Hey everybody, welcome to the Meeple Mentor YouTube channel. I'm Jared and we're doing an unboxing today, and this is Dungeon Doors, a card game for 1 versus 2 to 5, so at least 3 people. And this is a card game about dungeon crawling. This is it just came out. It's from Dynamic Gorilla, and it says it only takes 15 minutes to learn and plays in about 20 to 40 minutes. Uh, this is great because it says the ages are between 13 and 112. So, 113, you're a little too old for this game. And on the other side here, we've got this Big Bad Evil Guys Dungeon Doors expansion pack. So let's see. It says throw something more than creatures, curses, and death traps at the hapless heroes. Something horrific and final. You don the mantle of a big bad evil guy and give your Dungeon Doors heroes a final boss fight they'll never forget, if they survive at all to tell. So this is, of course, an addition to the other types of things that you'll find in the dungeon. We've got a code for 10% off as a thank you, and let's take a look quickly at these expansion cards. And I've not played this yet. Again, this is kind of a new game here, and this was sent to me by Dynamic Gorilla to take a look at with you. So here's the cards. They're kind of standard size. There's a lot of text on here. So it looks like we've got some special abilities and stats for each big bad evil guy that you can find. So there's a vampire here, villainous trait, heal for half the damage dealt rounded down every time you hit. There's traits and abilities. There's the brute. Here it looks like maybe it's just the setup and rules. So a character, let's see, the evil guy is a character the Doormaster controls and plays similar to a hero, and then you spend villainous points to use your ability anytime unless stated. Final battle. All right, Brad and Alchemist Prime. So we've got 4 options there in the little mini expansion: the Brute, the Vampire, Brad, and Alchemist Prime. Let me set this aside and we're going to dive right into what's in the box. But if you've seen my unboxings, you know I like to read what's on the back. So here we go. This is a 1 versus 2 to 5 dungeon crawling role-playing experience where a band of heroes battles through all the monsters, obstacles, and traps the Master of Doors can throw at them in the grand adventure of escaping the dungeon. Game rounds take 20 to 40 minutes, making it easy for everyone to get a turn, because, owning this game will attract large crowds. And with each new round comes a new variation on the dungeon, new door masters, new heroes to embody, and new adventures to forge. All right. It's got some humor in there. I always appreciate that. Let's see. Carefully open the packaging with my X-Acto. Here we go. Dungeon Doors. There we go. Tight fit. There we go. So right on top, we've got some dice. There's a 6-sided dice and what appears to be a 20-sided dice. So this is probably your D&D type damage roll, and this could be, who knows, maybe like surprises or something. Check for damage or something like that. Here we've got, all smushed in, is the rulebook, Dungeon Doors 101. Welcome. Let's see. You can track stats and roll digital dice on their website, dungeonsheet.com. And otherwise, their rulebook is essentially a poster, so that's cool. And that is all there is to the rules. So if you freeze frame on that, you can get a good idea of what happens and how to play. Plus, hold on. We've got a little tiny instruction book. So then what's this? Is this a I don't know, like a quick setup? I'm not sure. Kind of a reference maybe. Because in here there's a really little tiny rule book. So here you go. So it tells you the components in the box, how to set up, room conditions, types of doors. So there's a little bit different information on here than what's on there. So this probably gives you everything you need to know, and all the references and that sort of thing, the legend. Okay, and then the other one kind of has more of a flow to the game type of overview, I think. And finally, we get to what's inside the actual deck of cards. The very official seal of quality. All right, so it says, for a totally smooth dungeon experience, play Dungeon Doors with our companion app. You can keep track of heroic ability points and your ever-fluctuating health. Get a totally unique name and backstory for your hero, and with a tap, you can even roll some digital dice. Pretty neat, pretty nice. All right, dungeonsheet.com, or download the app today. So this is where it's at. Dungeon Doors, the cards. This is what makes the game go with the dice. It's just cards and dice, people. Kind of like Munchkin in that way. But these are bigger cards, and it's not Munchkin. It's Dungeon Doors. And looks like there needs to be some sorting going on, but that's all right. So what do we have first? We have some treasure cards. There's a sword of backswings, proficiency effects, the weapon effect. Here's armor, so armor effect. And then there's some flavor text underneath every picture. I also like these pictures. They're pretty cool. There's the righteous hand grenade, discard after use. O Lord, bless this, thy righteous hand grenade, that with it thou mayest blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy. Love it. You love it too. All right. Hero card. Half-orc barbarian. So you can never be party leader. You're part orc and a barbarian. Are you really surprised no one wants to follow you? But hey, if no one else in the party is alive, who's going to stop you? Your heroic ability is, before you attack, you can go into a rage and attack twice. Very cool. There's a tiefling warlock. And I'm sure all these stats will make sense once you kind of start playing, reading the rules. All right, here's some doors that you might kick down. Here's some enemies, obstacle room. So it looks also kind of color-coded for the types of cards that you'll find. Dangerless, treasure room. Awesome, that's kind of what you're looking for. And you found an exit. Now, I believe from what I saw with some of the images of the game, you're setting up these cards, orthogonally, and then you kind of explore from room to room, that sort of thing. And so there's some aspect of moving around to the different locations, and then the items, so you can kind of take and collect near you. Armor, you'll collect near your guy, stuff like that. I wonder if you can just kind of put it down here for the armor effect. Finesse weapon, the whip of devotion. Oh, I see. It's Devo because of the hat. It's got the Devo hat on there. I'm going to pull that up for you. Just like in their concerts and music videos and stuff. It's funny. Old school. More hero cards. The Minotaur Wizard, the Half-Elf Bard. All right. Am I properly sorting these yet? I just dropped a card. And honestly, I'm not even sure if these are mixed together for the game or not. So maybe I shouldn't be separating these. So I'll just kind of leave them the way they've got until I figure out how the game wants me to set stuff up. So there's another exit. At that point, why don't we just kind of flip through this? There's other, what is this? The other cards here, Dungeon Doors 101 treasure cards. So, here we go. Just like this, Dungeon Doors 101. That's what these are. I don't know if this is like a separate type of mission, or if these are special cards or can be mixed in. Brittany the Town Drunk. That's funny. Dawn the Village Idiot. The Like New Pitchfork. The Lump of Mud. The Old Broken Bottle of Booze. A Whacking Stick. Everyone likes whacking things. It's better than squeezing your rage into a bitter little ball without release. That's great. What else we have? I'll just kind of quickly look through some of them for you and look at the image and what they are. You got the Human Sorcerer, Jerry the Jackalope. That is a companion. The Perrier, the Perrier. A giant's toenail. That is a shield. That's kind of weird, but cool. The Heart of the Forest, a relic. The Undead Zombie Brothers. All heroes roll for the obstacle spike traps. Treasure, Doormaster, let's see, exits. The Polite Pixie. That is a Afterlife card. Gnome Ranger. Sir Randy, the Righteous Rooster. Book of Fireballs, Cupine Shield. So that's someone actually just strapped a porcupine to the shield. That's great. The Scroll of Regeneration. And what is that? It's just got a chameleon on it. That's cool. I don't know. The Creepy Portrait. All right. Wait, you died? The Treasure Room. Party Leader. Exit. Death or Glory. Carrying Coyote. Bessie the Battle Bovine. The Large Cracked Mallet. The Keg Lid, which I'm guessing is a shield. Yep. You just took the keg lid right off. All right, the Thieves' Tool, which is simply the dice. That's cool. So I like this. I like the art. I like, everything's got some cool, unique type of skills and traits, and there seems to be a lot to this. And the art fits. I think it's really neat. It looks very hand-drawn. I also appreciate, I don't know, just, it's a good production. It's a good production. What can I say? I do like the humor. There's some pretty cool references throughout, and just some humor to it, which is always appreciated in a dungeon crawling type of game, even if it's just cards. But with cards, it allows you to have a lot of art. And one thing that I'm noticing is there's no duplicate cards in this deck. So that's awesome. So of course, whatever you get in the game will be unique to that game. You're not going to necessarily get the same stuff every time you play. I'm just kind of flipping through the rest of these cards here. The Rickety Rope Bridge. So yeah, that's kind of what's in here. I like the look of this. I want to try this out. Obviously, we'll need 3 people at least, 3 to 5, to be able to play. And there is sort of that Dungeon Master, which I think they just call the Game Master, to be able to control certain things about the dungeon, or maybe play certain rooms against the heroes. So there you go. That's it. That's the Dungeon Doors, what comes in the box. And if you are looking for it, then go to Dynamic Gorilla's website. And of course, they do have that the website that has the app and the stuff. What is it? The sheets that you can print out for tracking your stats if you want to do that and put it in the box, whatever you want to do. Yep. That's everything. Thank you guys for tuning in to this unboxing. And if you want to check out more unboxing videos like this one for other types of games, then stay on the channel and look around. We've got a playlist for that. The bread and butter here is the Learn to Play tutorials. I try to do a fully comprehensive tutorial video for the more medium and heavyweight games out there. And one also notable thing that I do, of course, other than showing everything that I'm talking about, I'm comprehensive. And I do include solo rules and expansions or variant rules if there are those to the games. And I try to make it so anybody can pick this up and play whatever game it is. And you don't even have to read the rule book if you follow everything that I've taught in the video. But that's what we do. We have a podcast, Mentor Minutes, the board game podcast with my co-host Jay. And every other Friday, we have I do a board game news video segment that covers everything that happened in the past 2 weeks in the board gaming industry. So if you want to keep up to date on what's going on with new announcements, Kickstarters, crowdfunding games, industry news, and all that stuff, I compile it and put it all together in a very rapid-paced, bullet point type news. So it's just for you guys. I hope you like it. I've been Jared. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.